What's up, everybody? It's David here at Smitty's Garage coming at y'all on this beautiful day. Another beautiful day, guys. It's pretty cold, guys, but it's a beautiful and it's a blessed day. Got something a little special today. A little different. But I just wanted to bring it up to y'all and show y'all what's going on. Let's dig into it. Got the sand rail behind us here. Been working on that a little bit. I don't know if y'all remember, I did a generator revival here a while back. It was a Coleman 6250. Had a couple series on it, but you know, I just had a neighbor that was in need, and I felt like they could use that generator better than me, so I hit them up. Brought it down there to them. Told them it was theirs. And I'll leave a picture of that generator right here. So with that being said, you know, a little bit of time had passed, and called me up last night and he said, "Hey David, got something for you here at the house." Now, I didn't give this generator to them with no strings, you know, I gave it to them with no strings attached, you know. Just one person trying to help another. And, so anyway, let's go take a peep at what he said he got for me. Well, guys, this is what he has for me. And I know whose bike this is. But we're going to dig into that at a later time. I'm not sure the size just yet. I'm thinking it's a 650. I know it's a 1980. And pretty sure the next time y'all see this, we'll have it dug out and brought up to the house, up to the shop. But I've got a story for this motorcycle, but I will share it at another date. I do know that as far as right now, I'm not sure when we're going to work on it, but as y'all can see, it is a 1980. It has been sitting up about 20 years. So this is going to be interesting, guys. I can't wait to tell y'all what this motorcycle actually means to me. Next time y'all see it, guys, it'll be up at the house. Here we got it hid in from this side here. Look at that right there. 85 was the last time she was on the road. Wow. Slow and steady wins the race, guys. We're pulling it home. Slow and steady. See y'all when we get there. Slow and steady. Laugh all you want. Don't knock it because it tries and it works. Well, guys, we made it. Had to do a little improvising, you know, because all the weight was right there. But, hey, it worked, guys. Laugh all you want, but don't knock it till you try it. Now we need to get it off of there, and I'm going to tell you the game plan. I'm going to use the physics that's going on here. We're going to remove the weights, and I'm going to slowly let this trailer come up to it's at about a 45, and then I'll stand it up the rest of the way. And my goal, when it's all said and done, is I'm going to have it kind of backed up in there next to my deer, since my lean-to is heavily crowded. But that's what's going on. So when I get that done, I'll get with y'all. Well, I see it has a service stand, so I'm going to definitely try to have it on there so that the back tire is off the ground. because I haven't got that back one to move yet. But I just got the front one freed up, so man, that's a relief for me. We'll probably get one of these bricks here to put that on. Fixing to get a little help, because I don't want to do this by myself. Ithwit's up at work, and I'm ready to get inside, guys, and get a fire going. Well, I got a fire going. I'm ready to stoke it, you know. I've been outside most of the day. Did a little work on the sand reel today, and then I decided I'd mess with this right here. So let's get it. It's pretty late, really cold, so got my little light out here shining. We got it kind of sitting there. I've got it on the service stand right now. I am going to have to move it, so what I'll do is I'll get my cherry picker and pick up, and we'll swing it a little bit, and I can move this big brick patio stone underneath there, because I've got it just sitting there. You know, my neighbor come over and helped me get it off the trailer, which I've already right there, I've already pushed it back. So we'll take a better look at this in the daylight, kind of comb over it, look at it. I can tell you right now, the back wheel is locked up. I don't believe it's the clutch. I believe the brake is locked up, and that's because I can't move the brake. I just can't move it, and I can't get it to move. So I started soaking things down. I'm really just not sure when we're going to work on this. But, you know, while we're looking at it in the look at that star, guys, in the middle of the night here, I mentioned I know whose bike this is, and there's a story to it that just really piques me. I'm going to move this light so we can see a little bit better, and I can see on both sides, and then I'm going to get to this story. There we go. We can kind of look at it a little better. I know it's dark, guys. So what we have here is a 1980 Yamaha XJ650. So that's what it is. So back to the story. When I moved out in this area 20-something years ago, there was an elderly man out here that he's been passed for 10 years, maybe close to that, and this was his bike. Now, he gave this bike about the time I moved out in this area to my neighbor's son, and this bike is just kind of leaned up against their back building for 20 years, and they've just never done nothing with it. And the reason why this bike's sentimental to me is because, you know, because of who it belonged to. We had a good relationship. He was the nicest person I probably ever have met, you know. I can remember I working second shift and coming home, and you know, I had a busted water line in the front of my yard, and I just turned my water off and going to work on it when I could. Well, I woke up one day and there's this guy out digging in my yard, and I just didn't know what happened, what was going on. Anyway, he introduced himself, and it turned out to be my neighbor that lived across the road from me at the time. And you know, he's like, I just noticed you had a leaking pipe here, wanted to take care of it for you. So I just had a really good standing relationship with this person, and I was very sad when he passed, but I understand that's just the cycle of life, guys. So this is kind of special to me to have this bike, because this was his bike. So anyway, that's just kind of a brief background on it, a brief history on it. What I'm going to do is I'm fixing to put my little light up and lock the shop up and everything, and I'm gonna get in the house and stoke my fireplace and try to get warm, guys. And in the daytime, we're gonna come out here and just kind of briefly once over this bike and then we'll wrap things up on this installment on it. I just wanted to kind of show y'all, you know, got it up here. And I mean, so far I don't see anything missing. I mean, the side panel right here, the gas cap, but I haven't seen anything missing. This has actually got one of the neater exhausts. Most of them you see have the 2-into-1 on both sides, and this has a 4-into-1, which I will insert the picture of that right here. So being the 4-in-1, that's kind of a neat feature for, you know, 1980. I mean, like I say, I don't know when I'm going to work on it or anything like that, but it's nice to have it here, and it's nice that it's mine. So let's look at this other side. I mean, see what I'm talking about right there? When I set the brick, I kind of set it wrong. So we'll just pick up on this back end here and slide that brick over and position this bike into a position that I want it, which would be the rear end on it. I want it to go this way just a little bit more. I want to be in line with my deer right there. And that's a factory crash bar on it. They came from the factory like that. So everything appears to be here on it. Even got the key for it. So that's kind of cool. So guys, like I said, I'm gonna put my light up, lock shop up, and we'll come out here in the daytime and just really take a glance at it and see what we got. And then we'll kind of wrap things up from there, guys. Hey, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me so far. This has been kind of cool. This is really special to me, guys. Really is. I'll catch y'all tomorrow, guys. I'd say it got pretty cold last night. I just stoked up my fireplace. I just wanted to come out here and just kind of look at it real quick in the daylight, but I think I'm going to come back just a little bit later. Yep, it is cold, guys. I'm going back inside for a few minutes. It is 25 here this morning. So let's kind of just glance at this. I know the front wheel is free. I stuck this plug in here because there wasn't one, so we could pretty much bank on water being in the system. Sorry, guys. Let's peep what we have here. 14,388 miles on this bike. Wow. Seems like everything's intact. This is now a lot of people would assume this is accidentally bent, but a lot of times this is purposely done this way. I feel like this one was on purpose, but who knows? Not too sure what's going on there. Tires are definitely gone. I have tried to get air into them. That was definitely a no-go. It's free though. It does move around. I need to move, guys, because I'm all in y'all's shadow. I do not know if the motor is free or not. I do know the back wheel is locked up, and I do not believe it's the clutch, because when it's the clutch we should have just a little bit of rocking, and we have none. So I do believe it's the brake. Yep, it's stuck. Okay. Over by the old sandrail motor. just wanted to take a few moments just to address a few things. You know, I'm thankful for everybody that watches our videos, mine and Ithwit's. I'm thankful for all the support that y'all give. Thankful for the growth of the channel. You know, I'm partnering up with Ithwit, and yeah, we work out of the same shop. He has this channel and I have mine. They're really two different avenues, two different styles, you know, but we're doing this dual perspective series here on the sand rail here, and I just don't want y'all to feel like if you've watched one, you know what the other one's going to be, because they're not. It's two different perspectives, two different styles of filming, two different points of interest you're filming. So definitely are different videos. So y'all check out Ithwit and his videos, and let's see if we can't get his views up some too, guys, because he's worked hard just as I've worked hard. So equal credit, you know, equal credit, guys. But let's get back out there and look at that bike, you know. And thank y'all for bearing with me through everything. Y'all truly are the best, you know. I just thought about that. I just dropped a video and I was at 150 subscribers, and here I am pulling up my analytics today and I'm at 222. It's just blows my mind, guys. But let's get back out there and check that bike out. And thank y'all for everything y'all do, guys. Thank y'all. Let's go look at it. So it appears we're missing both side covers. Other than that, I think this bike is complete. I don't know what direction I'm going to go with it. I don't know when I'm going to work with it. Ithwit's out here looking at it with me. We're both in conclusion that this rear drum is locked up. This is what I was talking about last night, why I need to get my little cherry picker hook up on here, because it was dark and I misgauged where that patio stone was. But if I can get this bike back, say another 4 or 5 inches and over, then that's going to be where I want it. Really not a bad looking bike for having been sitting outside uncovered for 20 years. Seriously, 20 years, you know. Definitely not going to be looking forward to sinking 4 vacuum advanced carburetors. Look at this here. A starter. That's first, neutral, gear, 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 gear. Wow. I bet you that's neutral right there. Yeah, she's still locked up. I just pulled the oil cap off of here, and I'll be honest, guys, I was expecting this to be full of water because no plug here, and it is indeed not full of water in there. Also, I pulled the clutch handle and the clutch basket is moving in and out. So very much of a surprise to me right there. Definitely was not expecting that. So overall, I think y'all see, you know, if y'all have ever encountered this, let me know if there's supposed to be a cover here. I'm not sure. I got to do some research on this bike. But I do know that it is a 1980 Yamaha XJ650. And I mean, the coolest thing to me is it has a key. We got a key. Got a key, guys. So anyway, I just want to kind of show y'all this bike here in the daylight. We're going to work on this drum, getting it freed up. I do want it to where I can move the bike around. I don't want to leave it here long term. Eventually, it's either going to go in the shop to work on, or back here in my lean-to, so it'll be undercover. But for right now, this is home. I know it ain't gonna matter too much, but I stuck this foam in the gas still because it's been wide open. But anyway, pretty cool. Even cooler knowing that I know whose bike this was. You know, it's very sentimental to me. So anyway, thank y'all for hanging out with me. And on a side note, guys, hypothetically speaking, maybe. Well, guys, I want to thank you for hanging out with me today, yesterday, and probably the day before, you know, collectively speaking. This is kind of cool right here. Nice addition to the garage. Guys, I hope that y'all having a blessed day. Give me a thumbs up, comment, share. Give me a thumbs down. Probably deserve it, guys. Subscribe. I'd love to have you here. Thank you for all that has subscribed. You know, the grind just never ends. I hope that your projects are going well, and I hope that they're being fruitful, guys. Y'all have a blessed day. And from David here at Smitty's Garage, peace. I'm out. I've had this little old John boat hanging around for a while, and I've really been thinking about decking it from there to there and just making a small project hauler. You know, something I can use this instead of this. Oh, yappers out there. You know, for say, go picking up a four-wheeler, a lawnmower, or a motorcycle. Probably be a lot easier to maneuver around. I could put me a toolbox right here, have a couple straps in it, stuff like that. Yeah, I think we may do this one day.